dear brethren, grace and peace. Let us bow our heads for a word of prayer. And let us pray. Gracious, loving Father, give us your spirit of truth and help us to understand such an important point for our salvation's sake, and that we may have the assurance that you love us and that we love our fellow men through your love. So teach us the science of love. Give us these principles today, that we may know we have your love in us and that we shall be saved. These mercies we ask of you, and we thank you for hearing us and blessing us through Jesus Christ our Savior. Amen. Amen. Okay, my dear brethren, I know we can only touch part of this, but because it's so sharp, there is a reason why I decided to touch this topic here, the principles of love or love. In other words, the study was to be about love. Okay? Because I was thinking and saying, Lord, what shall I speak? And immediately this whole study was given to me. So that I can, in an instant, going through the different points and organizing it in such a way that we can understand it in a very simple way. We have now come to a high point in our existence where we can look at the principles of love. Because many times people talk about love, but when it comes to understanding what love is all about, they don't know. And now that the world is moving towards its final stages, and great trouble is coming, and we need to prepare. As the brother says, his son has all his passions has already been blotted out, and we need to make sure that ours will be blotted out. What do you say? Amen. Therefore, we need to make sure we have love in us. Okay, so the first chart here shows us love is the quintessence point. Look up in the dictionary, it simply means the most essential word, part. So no matter what, whatever you say, whatever you do, the most important thing is what? Love. That's the reason why we need to make sure we get it right. What do you say? Because it is the most important point. Now let's start off with our first major scripture, John 13:34. John 13:34. Yes. John 13:34. Yes. Go ahead.
Second time, in the history that I use here,
yes.
I make some critical things in my mind. We have to take and say, several and I have to touch on it. Say, I am going to touch on and it happened that when I went tonight, and it's the same topic.
So in the long run, we need to make sure we are really loving each other. What do you say? Amen. But you judge for yourself and make sure it is genuine love. What do you say? And make sure that you're really loving each other. What do you say? Right? As we see from scripture, this is where there's only one love. There are not 2, 3, 4, or 5 loves. If you look at the Greek book on love, they will tell you there are 4 different Greek words that is identified as love. But all those words are different. But there's only really one love, one true love. And we want to have the genuine thing and nothing else. Amen? Right, so let us start with John 13:34. And let's read what it tells us. I quote, "A new commandment I give unto you." The word new here, listen to me, is the Greek word kainos, not the Greek word neos. Neos means now come. Kainos means qualitative or better. So Christ wasn't saying something new. He was speaking the qualitative thing. He was speaking the better thing. Hear what he said. I quote, "A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another." The Greek text says, exactly as I love you, you also what? Love one another. So Christ wants us to love one another the way He loved us. Is that understood? So if you want to measure your love based upon how Christ loved us. And he tells us we are to love one another as what? As he, Christ, loved us. Is that understood? And I suppose that everybody here would want to make sure that they are receiving Christ's love. What do you say? Now can you imagine that if we are to love one another as Christ loved us, it means to say it must be Christ in us, loving our fellow men. What do you say? Because we cannot mimic or copy what Christ did. What do you say? But if we let him do it in us, we got the real thing. What do you say? And that is the reason why I was studying the principles of love, or love itself. We want to look at the principles of what it means to love and judge ourselves by these principles. If the principles are wanting, then love is wanting. Is that understood, my dear brethren? So pay careful attention to this as we study it, because God wants us to love one another even as Christ loved us. Now if we do not have love, we have nothing. Because love is the pure essence, or the pure concentrated essence of anything, the most essential part, form, or embodiment of anything. Love is the highest point of it. So when you speak about the quintessence, right, of the quintessence that is love, you're talking about love being the highest part. So a person may look beautiful, then a person may be able to sing properly, then a person may be able to do all kinds of good works. But the real high part, or the important part of all of this thing is what? Love. That's what your Bible tells you. Now look at these scriptures in 1 Corinthians 13, 1-3, and you will see what we are talking about. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, 1-3. Let's read. And you see, my dear brethren, everything revolves around love. The whole issue is love. 3 points we are looking at here as we look at this scripture. We are looking at the point number 1, that the value of anything is love. If there is no love, there is no point in doing it. The value of anything done is love. If there is no love, there is no point in what? Doing it. 2, love gives meaning to all our motives and actions. Without love, they are all sin. So love gives meaning to our motives and actions, and without love, if you don't have love, all that motives and actions is purely sin. And furthermore, the universe of God functions on love as its highest point, or there will be no reason for the universe to exist. Why do you have dogs, cats, birds, sunshine, rain? There will be no reason for this to exist if you do not have what? Love. The function of everything will be destructive. If the function of those things does not show us love, then they have no right to exist. Now here is how your Bible puts it. Let's read. Yes. The universe of God functions on love as its quintessence point. Right? As its quintessence point. Or there will be no reason for the universe to exist. Okay? Now, let's look at this one. Read. From verse 1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not love. The word charity there, by the way, is the word agape, love. So we will say love, okay? Charity is an old English word, it just means love. It doesn't mean good works. It just means love. So let's read it now. It says it. And though I speak with the tongues of what? Men and of what? Angels, and have not what? Love. I have become a what? A sounding brass and what? Tingling cymbal. Did you see that? Now you know the brass is making a lot of noise. And the cymbal is so small it can barely hear it. So we are being told if you speak with the tongues of men, and if you can speak like an angel, and angels are very musical in their notes, and they are very respectful in their tones. So when an angel speaks to you audibly, it has a great effect upon you. And we are being told if himself you can speak like an angel, and you have what? No love, you're just making a lot of loud noise. Or just a whimper. That's what we're being told here. Let's read on. Verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy, and understand all mysteries, and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I can what? Remove mountains, and have not love, I am what? Nothing. Now it is not saying you can have faith without having love. A person who can move mountains must have love first. But he has given us this statement, if it were possible. In other words, if it were possible for you to be able to do all of that, and you don't have what? Love. You have what? Nothing. We do not need mountains being moved. We do not need a sick limb being healed. We need love. Amen, brother? And the mountain being moved and the limb being healed must be for the sake of what? Love. So if you have what? No love, you have what? Nothing. Do you see that? Now are you really willing? Are you really willing to go through with this study? Because this takes off your clothes. This makes you naked. This is something I was to say for a long time, but I didn't give this study. So I was just thinking what, and then everything struck me. Give this. So you want us to proceed? Yes. Okay.
That shows there what you were saying earlier before.
Yes.
That we are characterless. Here it is telling us that if you don't have love, you are nothing. So with anybody to say we have character, if you want this.
Exactly so. And look at verse 3. Now this comes in part of with us and doing things. Watch verse 3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be what? Burned. Listen, look at how terrible this is. Imagine if you have billions of dollars and you give away all to feed the poor. We have been told Rothschild alone can end poverty in the world for many years to come. If you were to take all his money and find a means to distribute it, that the poor will get sustenance, that will feed the poor for many years to come. And we are being told here that even though you take your goods and you bestow it to feed the poor, if you don't have love, it is a waste of time. Because what is the real purpose in feeding the poor? Why are you really feeding the poor? What are you doing it for? You go on a Sunday and you see the Catholic agencies feeding people by the Tandem Square and other agencies, and they feel that they have some virtue coming to them from God because of those good works. But here's what we are told, reading it again. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not what? Love. What does it say? It profit me nothing. Did you see that, my dear brethren? And this clearly shows us, next year, brother, that love is the pure essence. That love is the pure essence. So the meaning for everything is what? Love. Therefore, love is the quintessence point. The meaning for everything. Why are you studying with a person? Why are you helping that person? Why are you preaching to that person? Why are you visiting the sick? Why are you helping them in their house? Why are you helping them by giving them food? If it is not love, you're wasting your time. You need to make sure you have genuine what? Love. And it is only genuine love that will survive. Is that understood? Notice that if himself you gave your body to be burned, and it is burnt up in the flames, and there was no love behind it, you've wasted your time. Is that understood, my dear brethren? You've wasted your time because the universe revolves around love. Let me give you an illustration as to how the universe revolves around love. Look at 1 John chapter 3, 11 and 12. 1 John chapter 3, 11 and 12. I'm just giving you this one scripture. 1 John chapter 3, 11 and 12. You see that? Verse 11 and verse 12. Now you have to follow in your Bible. You have to follow in your Bible. It says this. For this is the message that you have heard from the what? Beginning. So this message was from when? The beginning. And when was the beginning? When Adam and Eve were created. So somehow at that time when they were created, God explained to them the real meaning of everything is love. And if you don't have love, your society will fail. Is that understood? If you don't have love, your society will what? Fail. Watch this. We read. For this is the message that you have heard from the beginning, that we should what? Love one another. And then what does it tell us? Not as Cain, who was of that one, wicked one, and what? And wherefore slew he him? Because his own words were what? Evil, and his brother's what? Righteous. So we are actually being told, had Cain had love, the world would have never been what it is today. The first murder took place with Cain because he didn't have love. Cain went away from his parents. After Adam and Eve had more children, Cain took one of his sisters, and with that sister, he started a whole civilization. And that civilization became so corrupted, it was Cain's civilization that corrupted the world before the flood. So God had to send a flood to destroy it. But notice, had Cain had love, there would be no flood. Amen? There would be no Tower of Babel. There would be no big military murdering one another. There would be no World War I, World War II, and they're trying to push World War III with Russia. In other words, we know one thing for sure, that once you have love, it will preserve the whole universe. What do you say? Is that understood? If there was no flood, the planet between Venus and Jupiter would not have shattered into pieces to give us the asteroid belt. And we would not have any pieces of rocks coming up from time to time on the earth, and many of them are going to fall on the earth in the last days, slaying a large amount of the people on the earth. All that would have never happened. So what is the real problem? The issue is love alone we can depend on to preserve all of what? Society. So we have one and then two.
Yeah, but when you touch this, you touch something that determines Sunday again. The real thing about the ministry is that you can't put the name of Yahweh without creation, right? Because you have zillions of love, and then you have plenty passionate long that will be feeding off of the zillions of love, right, towards the identified creation, right? On top of that, if you're doing that, that'll be more administration of spiritualism. You will do evil angels, I propagated immortal soulism. So you have fornication, adultery, fraud, all kind of evil, false prophet, Catholic, what them government will be doing, etc. So you have a whole set of bad behaved people put in our ministry as our guys, but they're already about evil. So it must not have this in this church by the grace of God.
And if Cain had love from the beginning, there would have been no Sodom and Gomorrah. And there would be no same-sex marriages today. So love is what preserves society. Yes, brother?
You had mentioned that if Cain had love, we would not have been where we are now.
Yes.
And you mentioned that that was from the beginning, because it was following that, where Paul said in the beginning, Cain would not have done such. If he who is called Lucifer, now called Satan, had love, would he have done sin as well?
If he didn't give up love, he would not have had all this problem.
So he had it, but he gave it up.
Of course. Certainly.
So that would be a beginning as well?
Didn't hear you?
Would that have been a beginning as well?
Yes, yes, yes. But remember we're talking about us, man, right? Talking about humanity. Principles of love.
So principles of love as it applies to humanity.
Well, they're not going to teach angels. Right? So we're talking about us. Alright? In relation to us. We're not going to teach. Angels should be teaching us. Alright? Now watch this. Watch this. 1 Corinthians 13:13. 1 Corinthians 13:13. Watch this. This is an important verse that you're looking at here. Right? 1 Corinthians 13:13. Watch this, huh? Watch what this verse is telling you, right? Yes. Yes.
What shows to
evil is always against righteousness.
Yes.
Because it says, because his own words were evil and his words were righteous.
That's it.
And only righteousness is in of itself.
David. But we come into that. Alright, now watch this. And now abide it. Did you hear what you just said? Now what? Abide it. So you have many things. But 3 things abide. 3 things remain. What are the 3 things that remain? Watch. And now abide it what? Faith. What else? Hope. What else? Love. These 3. But the greatest of these is what? Love. Do you know without faith it is impossible to what? And the just shall live by what? Faith. Do you also know that nobody can do anything without hope? I have this kerchief in my hand because, and I'm going to use it because I hope it will work. When you sit on that chair, you're hoping it will hold you up. What do you say? When you leave and go to take a car, you're hoping that it will reach home. What do you say? And when you put a glass of water to drink there, you're hoping it is water, and you're hoping the water will go down, and you're hoping it will help the body. Amen? We all survive by hope. Is that understood? Hope is a natural law. Right? Okay, my dear brethren? I know when you take up the iron and you go to iron the clothes, you're not looking for the clothes to disappear, and to burn up, but to what? To be pressed. So we all operate by hope. When the businessman takes out his $3 million and invests it in a business, he's invested it because he has hope to make a profit. What do you say? So the whole world operates by hope. When the bandit takes the gun and he points it at you, he's hoping that the gun will make you give up what he's looking for. Is that not so? So even the good and bad in the world, everything operates by what? Hope. And yet we are told that is not the greatest. Even though you have faith, and the just shall live by faith, we are still not told faith is the greatest. We are told of all those 3 that we made, which one is the greatest? Everyone will operate by hope in the new earth, because when you do so, and your wings come out from wherever it is on your back, I know you're hoping to fly. What do you say? And when you reach back, probably where Venus is, and you recognize you're going to the other end of the universe, and the wings cannot carry you, but you have the power of thought and you think. I know you're hoping to go. Amen? So even in the new earth, hope will be there. What do you say? Amen? And faith will be there. What do you say? But the greatest of all of them is what? Love. There's a reason why that is said in the Bible. And that's why we want to look at the quintessence point. Love. The meaning for what? Everything. Do you get that clear, my dear brethren? Do you see that now? Okay? You want to make sure you're genuine about this, right? Okay, now, love is identified 3 ways in the Bible. 3 ways in the Bible. Next chapter. That's why I call it the 3 ways of love. The 3 ways of love. Love is identified in the Bible as the nature of God. Love is identified in the Bible as God loving us. And love is identified in the Bible as converted man loving. Amen? So when you hear love, it's the nature of God. And if you hear God say, I love you, that is a verb. It is the nature of God being a verb towards us. We'll come to that in a while. And then here, we as converted people are supposed to love. When here, man is supposed to love. It's not an independent love from God, because you have to be converted to have this love. So it is the same one love, but it's just identified in 3 ways in the Bible. It is identified as the nature of God, it is identified as God loves, and it is identified as converted man loves. Is that understood, my dear brethren? Let's look at proof of it in the Bible. 1 John 4:8, quickly. 1 John 4:8. 1 John chapter 4 and verse 8. He that loveth not, knoweth not God, for what? God is love. Did you just read? Did you just see what you just read? He that loveth not, so it is speaking about man loving. He that loveth not, Know it not what? God. So it means that unconverted man cannot love. Did you just hear that? Because it says, he that loveth not, know it not, God, for God what? Is love. And remember in the Bible, whenever you hear God is, that's speaking about what he is in nature. The Greek word physis, the being of a thing. The being of a thing, what he is. And this is the reason why when the Bible says, he that cometh to God must believe that he what? Is. And whatever else comes after that is the spiritual world. Amen, brethren? And that is the reason why, from the time whenever you hear God is, then you know, when it is saying God here, it is not speaking about his body. We are not being told the body of God, right, is God. So I'm already given a chant here. Love is law. And then now freedom. Freedom sign, love sign, the seventh-day Sabbath. My God, we've been told the seventh-day Sabbath is the freedom sign and the love sign. So love is law. And the law has the rights of God and the rights of man. So Yahwehocracy is a government of love. This is why Yahweh will prevail, because communism, communism have no love in it, as it attacks God, who is love, the rights of God and the rights of man. So we get a whole ideology here, you see? Right? So love gives purpose. The plan of salvation is love, or has love. And holy. I feel like it's good. Sometimes I get beautiful statements from you all, right? Okay, now watch this. Yeah. So we are told God is love. That is the nature of God, okay? God is love. Notice we are told you cannot love if you don't know God, because God is love. So loving we see here has to do with the nature of God. So when it says God is love, it's not his body. There are three beings in which the divine nature dwells: Father, Son, and Spirit. But God is the divine nature because God is Spirit. And that clearly shows you that love is spiritual. So no soul singer can sing about love because he's not spiritual. Did you get that one? Right? But before you go there, notice again, the nature of God is love. God is what? Love. How would you like it to find something high that you should live for? In the movies, they always tell you, live for the children. I did this for my kid. They wouldn't even call them property. I did this for my kid. And children are very, very selfish. Because children are not trained in self-denial. All they follow is what pleases their feelings. But they did this for a selfish body. And they figure that they have done the best in the world. So the point about it is this, is that the highest motivation they give you in movies is children. But here we are being told God is what? Love. So if it is not his body, it is his spirit nature. So the spirit nature of God is love. That means love. If you say love and you say God, you're saying the same thing. Because you say God is love, not God has love, but God what? Is love. Then you say God, love, same thing, you use them interchangeable. Watch this. Let us look at also that God being love loves us. John 3:16. John 3:16. Watch this. We've read this verse so much time. But when you understand about love, you can read the verse. John 3:16. What does it tell us? It says here, for God so loved the world. Right? Now the word so is not in the original, because it is giving you an impression that God could, that sometimes partially love, but when it comes to this world, he's so loved, he showed more love than anything else. You see, love cannot become more love later, because if it is less love, it is not love. That's why love is static. Love doesn't grow in us, but we grow to have love more, or to keep love. All this and you'll begin to understand when you get this thing clear. You see, love is not the thing itself growing. So you have 3/4 love or 1/4 love and then you get it full. When you receive love, you're supposed to receive full love. The problem is how often love remains in us. How often we allow love to remain in us and how long love stays. So the point about it is, we see for God so loved the world, God loved the world that he gave what? His only begotten Son. And whosoever what? Believing in him should not what? Perish, but have what? Everlasting life. Notice God so loved the world, so God loves. Amen. So we see the nature of God is love, and we see God loves. Is that understood? So we see love one way, the nature of God. We see love two ways, God loving. Now let's look at the third one to see converted man loves. 1 John 3:18. Right? The verse will imply to you that it is converted man that loves. Okay? Usually when a man in the world says, I love a woman, he means I have plenty of feelings for her. Plenty, what we call in our church, leukemia. Leukemic affections. But remember, leukemic affections is something that is in you. And after you get married, you usually go underneath. It's there. And you only feel the pain when some disappointment comes and attack the leukemic affection. But that is just feeling. That's just of the earthly. When the person dies, that love dies. Also their love is perished. Amen? That one dies. But the divine nature doesn't die, does it? That one dies. And that is basically what human beings have. We as human beings have that. And that's the reason why when we have that, we're supposed to have that with the divine nature. Because that with the divine nature is the most pleasurable thing for any relationship. But if you only have one, disappointment and pain always interfere with that one. What people call love, they leukemic affection. Disappointment and pain always interfere with it. Sometimes they get angry, sometimes they hate the person, sometimes they can't even see the person. They don't even want to see them. All because it's just the leukemia, but you see leukemia is just a little thing. And it's just temporal. But you see, it is not the pure essence. It's not the highest point. It's just a common leukemia. But some people make that the highest, and soul singers make that the highest. We have a culture where they sing a lot of songs about love, and make that the highest. In the time of Christ, and in times after that, people never used to speak about loving this one and loving that one. If parents get somebody for you, you're looking to see how the person will relate to you. Some people will have their affections. Sometimes a person will even have leukemic affection for the sister. Something like that happened with David's son. And he had this strong leukemic affection for the sister. But remember, leukemic affections a person could lead to immorality if it is not directed by the divine nature. What do you say? And what happened? He raped his own sister. After he had all this leukemic affection, he raped his own sister and he hated her afterwards. How can somebody be so sick psychologically with leukemic affection for a woman, your own sister, and after you gratify your passion, the passion satisfies that leukemic affection so much that now you hate the person and you don't even want to see the person. But Absalom waited for him. And Absalom, who also wanted to be king, set him up and slew him. Because that Tamar was his sister. Is that understood, my dear brother? So it's not that. We need love through a converted person. Amen, brother? Through a converted person. And that's why we have to make sure of conversion with each other. Husband and wife have to be sure. Boyfriend and girlfriend have to be sure. Or ordinary friend have to be sure about conversion. Because if conversion is not there, anything could happen. Let's read. Verse 17 and verse 18. Here is proof of his conversion. We read. But whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shut him up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of God in him? My little children, let us not love in what? Words. Neither in what? Tongue, but in what? Deed and in truth. Can you see that right there, baby? So it clearly shows that the person has to have the love of God in him. Because if you're saying that, how could he say the love of God dwell there? In him. And that gives us an important point in this study. Converted man can only love with the love of God. Amen. Did you see that? Yeah. So, let's just look at the word agape. Agape. Next step. Next chapter. Alright? Okay? Although the word Greek here is at the same level with the word agape, it's just a Greek language, but the real word agape here, the three ways of love that we just saw in the chart, all is agape love. Did you get that? There's not three different types of love, huh? The three ways of love we saw, all is what? Agape. And I'm going to read from Moses' complete expository dictionary of Old and New Testament words. You're supposed to have that. Very nice book. Very, very nice book. Christian literature. Page 427. In other words, quote, its meaning, the word agape, hear what he's telling us? And this is for those who like to try to humanize everything. It says, in other words, its meaning of agape, comes not from the Greek. Right. Did you hear what the book tells us? Its meaning comes not from the Greek, but from the biblical understanding of God's love. Isn't that a beautiful statement? Of course it is a beautiful statement. So we are understanding here that when you say Greek word agape is the word love, the understanding of this agape does not come from the Greek of it. I quote again, in other words, its meaning comes not from the Greek, but from the biblical understanding of God's love. A biblical definition of love starts with God. Amen. You didn't hear that one? A biblical definition of love starts with God, never with us. I love this statement. Yes.
I just need to get the name of that dictionary.
I'll give it just, I'm going to finish with this and I'll quote the source again for you, right? You can get it at Christian Literature Crusade. The bookstore there, it has to do, right? So I'll give it to you. It says, a biblical definition of love starts with God, never with us. God is love itself. It is his character that defines love. Because he is love, using the related noun agape, he acts with love towards an undeserving world. End of book. Now, because he loves, he loves. Amen? And the name of the book is MOUNCE apostrophe S. Moses Expository Dictionary of Old and New Testament words. And what is the Old Testament word that is parallel to agape? You'll be shocked. Do you want to hear it? Ahab. The actual Hebrew word for love, Ahab. So King Ahab meant King Love. That's what it actually meant. That's the actual equivalent to the word agape in the Old Testament. And then you also have the word Hesed, H-E-S-E-D. Right? Both are Hebrew. But the equivalent to agape is Ahab. So if somebody say, I have Ahab for you, watch out. Amen, brother? Amen? Don't have Ahab for anybody. Okay, have Ahab for both. Have agape. Alright, so that's what we're dealing with, right? So the three ways of love, all of them that you just saw, they are all one thing. And what that is? What that is? Agape. Just like this.
I want to ask a kind of strange-ish question.
Just before you ask, I'm just asking, just ask brother, just before you ask, I'm going to do a switchy chart.
Switch it?
To the next chart.
Right.
Right? And I'm giving you a contorted chart here. But when you go into the scripture, watch out contortion, They no longer contortion. Now give me a contorted chart here, because you know, a contorted. So the first thing we need to understand is the nature of God, right?
Amen.
So we're going to look at that and I'm giving a contorted chart. And there's a reason why I say contorted. Because the sequence is explaining itself all over again. But wait, my dear.
Right. Okay, so kind of like parents and children, right? Kind of parents love a child, but dislike their character or certain things about that. Yes. Certain personality traits.
All children, and I'm watching the children in the audience. Watching the children in. All children are highly selfish. Children are selfish because without conversion, they do not know how to handle their own feelings and their own motives. So all children are highly selfish. It's all about them. Think about a baby. The baby doesn't even know much. All the baby knows that this is mommy or this is a source of milk. And mommy has been working hard. And that child learning to use crying as a means to get what it wants will cry his head off to get that milk. And as the mother and as the child feels the nice hug getting the milk, as the mother put down the child to now maybe go and cook something for her husband, the child cry again. The child isn't concerned about who you're cooking for now. All the child wants is milk. And with milk comfort. So children are highly selfish. And that is a fact. Let me tell you something. You see, they're looking at the little child. Oh, it's looking so cute. With selfishness. You understand what I mean? Yes, they look cute. Cute because the child can't think, can't do things and so on. And they look like a little doll. Right? Usually cute couples who like dolls. But you must remember that cute doll is extremely selfish. And will open your mouth and boil that place down and give you a headache. And some of you high blood pressure. So you ask me, the personality trait of the children, you're not supposed to like it. But you're supposed to have the love of God to them.
Okay.
Amen? It's like with anybody else. People have bad personality traits and you're not supposed to like that. Why should you like sin? Why should you like wrong? You don't like the bad personality trait, but you love the person with the love of God. Is that understanding? Now, few people have learned to be able to hate bad personality traits and still have the love of God for the same person. Usually it's maturity that causes that. Maturity, and especially when you're humble and you know your own personal self. When you know yourself how you are, then you should learn also to have patience with the person and learn how to work with the person. Sometimes it will take long, very, very long, because none of us are trained at the same level. And some people learn faster than some. And some people, they're just spoiled big men or spoiled big women. It's like the same selfish baby, but they just grow up with their pants and shirt and working for a little money or something too. Mustache and beard, or shaved completely. And as far as the same spoiled little baby, big now. That's why I will challenge you all. The next time you see 65 to 75-year-old men having a conversation, just go and listen to hear what they talk about. It's childish things. It's the same childish things. Even though they have past that childish behavior. But if they're converted and you go and listen to that 65-year-old man, they hear high knowledge, what do you say? The knowledge of you, what do you say? And that's the reason why all people like politics, spiritual people like divine politics. Amen? Okay, so just like this is you're supposed to hate the corrupt personality traits, but have the divine love of God for the child. Right, so let's start off now with love. We want to start with love. The first place you have to start is the divine nature. Go on, right?
Just before you go forward, right?
Find 1 John 4:16 in the New York. Yes.
Just to go a little further, right? So, you have the love of God towards that person, but you hate their personality traits, right? Right. So, do you have to have that person around you?
Do you have to have the person around you?
Yes.
First, it is if God wants the person around you. If God wants the person around you, it's for your development. If God wants the person around you, it's for your development. If the person is around you through some circumstances other than God, you don't have to keep them around you. But you have to know the difference and know whether it is the will of God or not. That would mean to say, you're not thinking about how you feel, but you're thinking about the divine nature of love. And thinking about your own self, how I would love to be treated. Right? It's not as if it would be. How I would love to be treated, I will treat that person that way. And that's one of the things you have to learn to be respectful to people. If you want a person to respect you, they may not. But learn to be respectful to them with your mouth. Because many of us, our mouth is our problem too. We don't know how to talk to people. They have to learn to talk to people. Sometimes just the right talking can carry 1,000 ways ahead. What do you say? And sometimes the right words can say something to save 1,000,000. What do you say? Amen, brethren? I am trying to tell you this, my dear brethren. Some people say, well, you know how do you reach people so? Many times I don't reach them just because of the content. But how the content is presented. Yes. That's the important thing. How the content is presented. That's the important thing. Are you listening to me? Yes. Right, so you have to be careful how you speak to people, okay? Yes. Alright, now we all make mistakes, but not because we make a mistake, we are demons. We make a mistake, all of us are demonic when we make mistakes. But when we make a mistake, we don't have to stay in the mistake. Amen? Amen. And today when they hear his voice, what? Always remember that word, right? Very important statement. Yes, my dear brother.
Let's make a point in something that I just forgot to say, right? Now, last night, somebody who used to once walk in this field, no longer walking in the field, called me from America. They expressed condolences and sympathy. The person was telling me that a cousin of theirs got baptized in Laodicea, in Grace Adventism. And the person will be calling, contacting, every week contacting, talking and so on. So the person told me that recently the person came with a lot of excitement and saying to them that they found a group in Trinidad, and that group had the truth, and the man preaching, that man had the real truth. Man was the person telling me that, and I feel the excitement in all the person telling me. And the person just stayed quiet, didn't say anything to the person who was telling her what he found. And lo and behold, when the guy went back home, he was on his knees praying and he died. He died right here. And as brother, he did not talk about how you speak and so on. Here this person surfing the net, bounce up with Tuesday on the net, bounce up with brother Medina preaching on the net. Accepted the truth, what he was saying. Testify of it to one person who was once walking in that truth. Person stay silent because they didn't want to reveal that they was once walking in that truth. The guy went home praying on his knee and God took him right in. Took him right in. That man is saved.
Amen. 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 So today when you hear his voice, what does it say? Now look at 1 John chapter 4, verse 16. Watch this verse. And when you watch this verse the way you never looked at it before. Because the verse is telling you something. The verse is reversed. 1 John 4:16. The verse is reversed. Let's look at it. Let's look at our contortion here. That will be straightened out. Amen? Yes. It tells us this. And cool. Of course. When you are a baby, you have the carnal mind. When you get older, the same carnal mind. Old carnal mind, young carnal mind, still carnal mind. Amen. I like to take these comments and then, I have a whole set and I just take get a chance and read them all, like letters. Now here's what it tells us. Watch this. And we have known and believed the love that God had to us. The actual Greek word says the love that God had in us. That's what the Greek says. But notice is that, and we have known and believed the love that God had to us. God is love. Did you see the statement again? Yes. Did you see the statement again? Yes. Now watch me. As we go on, before we go on, watch me. If you say God is love, and you cannot say love is God, then when you say God is love, it just means he has love. But if you could say love is God, then you're not speaking about what he has. You're speaking about his nature. Yeah, that's right. So in other words, you're going forward and you what? Reversing. Two ways to show that God is love. And notice it's the brother see it. Amen. It says there, let's read it again. Quote again. And we have known and believed the love that God has to us. God is love. And he that dwelleth what? In love what? Dwelleth in God. Did you see it? And God in him. Did you see it? You see, God is love. Yes. And he that dwelleth in love dwelleth there. In God. That means love is what? God. Did you see that? That's why John wrote that there for us. We are told that John was the eyes developed of all the apostles. And it seems as if he saw things the way we are seeing it. That's a good thing for us. Amen, brethren? Because what we are being told here is that God is love, love is God. Did you see that, my dear brethren? Now watch this shot. Watch this shot. Divinity. When you and I say divinity, we mean what? God. When we say divinity, we mean what? Love. But the same divinity, which we call God, which we call love, is what? Which is what? Love. Did you see that? This chart is written in a way to do something to your mind. This chart is to do something to your mind. Watch the chart again. Watch the chart again. Watch the chart again. Divinity is who? God. And God is what? Right. So when you say God, you're not talking about the body. Amen? Yeah. Right. So divinity is who? God. And God is what? Which is what? Love. Alright, let's forget that. So divinity is what? Love. And love is what? Which is what? Love. Isn't that lovely? And that's what you just saw in 1 John 4:16. It helps you and I to understand that from the moment you speak about love, you're speaking about the nature of God. Or you're speaking about what? Divinity. Divinity is equivalent to love. So a person cannot have love without God, or else you say they have divinity without divinity. Amen? Because you cannot have divinity without divinity. But I give you saying that. So this here is something very, very important. Now there's a reason why I presented this to you. Presented this to you to go to the next step. Okay? Now, let's look at this one more time. And then when we look at this one more time, we'll go to the next chart and then go to some scriptures. And please pay careful attention. We are in a supernatural study. I dreamt I was preaching to this audience once. And there was a lot of people here. It was something like this. It wasn't like how the church was before. And some of the brothers said, Brother Medina, preach something. I said, what should I preach? And then I dreamt I was sitting down and I was thinking. Then love came to my mind. And there were a lot of brothers here. And there was light glowing all around. And I came up and I stand up and I said, Now, how I said it in the dream, I'm not able to say it so far. Alright? And I just put up my hands and I said, love. And everybody in the church went off rejoicing, rejoicing. That was a dream I had. It was a dream. It was a nice dream. What do you say? Nice dream. Alright, so good. Let's just go over this again. And the next chart we are going here. Watch at the next chart. The next chart is what we call another contorted chart. But watch what you will see with it. Just before we look at it, watch it. Because we're looking at this for us to be able to understand the other one. Then we'll look at some scriptures here, okay? Remember, the Bible is not a boring book. The Bible is a book full of many lovely mysteries and many things baked in there for you to find it. Amen? If any man will do his will, he will know their doctrine. You must be willing to do God's will. You're not you don't want to learn to show off. Because the moment you want to learn to show off, you want to learn to say you are God with God. And God cannot teach you to say something you are not. Amen? But be willing to do his will. You just want to do what he says, and you study, and he's going to show you everything. This book is full of mysteries. And we just started dealing with a supernatural study here. Watch this. I could not learn this on my own. It had to come from God, because the devil ain't going to teach me to respect God's soul. Is that understood? No, well, let's watch it again. Watch it again. Divinity is God. And God is nature. Which is love. Is that not true? Yes. Of course that is true. Divinity is love. Which is what? Nature. Which is what? Love. You get that clear, my dear baby? You get that clear, right? Next shot. Right. What? Look at what this shot is telling me here. Watch. Law, from which we get what? Law keeping, which is what? Loving, which is what? Love keeping. Did you just see that? Law keeping is what? Love keeping. Because you keep love, you're keeping what? Law. But wait, don't go too fast here. So law, from which you get law keeping, which you get loving. And loving is what? Love keeping. But love keeping is what? God keeping. Because remember you saw God is what? Love. Right? So God keeping, God with spirit. Right? So God keeping. So when you have God keeping, you actually have what? Law keeping. Did you just see that?
Yes.
But since God is spirit, if you have law keeping, the law is also what? Spiritual. Therefore you have what? Spiritual law. And this ties in the spiritual law with God and with the law. Watch this in the scriptures. Let's look at some lessons. 1 John 2, 3 and 4. From the law comes law keeping. From the law comes law keeping. 1 John 2, 3 and 4. Ready? Let's read. Verse 3 and verse 4. From the law comes law keeping. Let's look. And hereby we do know that we know if we want keep his commandments. He that said, I what? Know him and what? Keepeth not his commandments is what? A liar and what? So there are many, many truths in that statement there. But notice what we have here. He must keep his what? Commandments. So from the commandment or the law comes what? Law keeping. Alright? So you say no more. That means he must keep his commandments. Okay? Which is the law. So from the law, you have what? Law keeping. Or from the commandments, you have what? Commandments keeping. When we keep the law, we keep the commandments. We're not keeping it from something else. Okay? We're keeping it from the law. So if it was in ancient Babylon, when you keep the law, you're keeping it from a woman. A woman that went over the sea and get it. She went and she looked for the law, she found the law, and she brought it back to Babylon. Right? That's why Moses will say, it is not beyond the sea that you have to go and look for it. In ancient Babylon, their religion, the law came from the sea, beyond the sea. So when we keep the law, we are keeping it from the law, not from a woman. Right? And the ancient Egyptians, they came from a woman too, but in the sky. From the sky. So if in ancient Egypt they're keeping some law, they're keeping it from a woman, from the sky. And so, the important point here, when we are keeping the law, we are keeping the law from the law itself. But wait, you notice where we jump to what? Spiritual law here? If you keep the law from the works of the law, you're making a mistake. You can't keep the law from the works of the law. Who tried that? The Jews. Alright? Watch the chart again. Watch again. Watch the video of the chart. From the law comes what? Love keeping. Which is what? Loving. Which is what? Love keeping. Which is what? God keeping, because God is what? Love. Is keeping God in you. God who is spirit. So since God, love keeping is God keeping, love keeping is God keeping, and God is spirit, then the law keeping must be what? Spiritual. The law must also be what? Spiritual. Therefore you have the what? The spiritual law. So that would show you when you are keeping the law, it must also be the spiritual law. Amen? So if the Jews had the spiritual law, then they would have law keeping. But you must remember, law keeping comes from the law. And once you have law keeping, you have love keeping. When you have love keeping, you have God keeping. And God who is spirit, it will mean the law have to be what? Spiritual. Amen. And there you have the spiritual law. Amen. The Bible is literally showing you there is a spiritual law. So this is the reason why if you are keeping the commandments and you say, what is the problem? The problem you're having law keeping just from the law, but not the spiritual law. That was the Jews. That's right. So that's why the Jews had law keeping, but not love keeping or God keeping. Amen. That's why the Jews had that. Amen. But just before we go through that, let's go to some more scriptures to straighten it in the mind. Next scripture. Law keeping is loving. Let's look at that. Law keeping is loving. 1 John 5:3. 1 John 5:3. 1 John 5:3. For this is the love of God, that we what? Keep His commandments, and His what? Commandments is not what? Grievous. So we know from the law comes what? Law keeping. And law keeping is loving. Or love keeping. Did you see that? Amen. So we see one thing for sure. Law keeping is loving. Now we just read before, God is love. So since law keeping is loving and God is love, then law keeping is God keeping. Yes. In other words, if you are to keep the law, you must be keeping God in you. Yes. Amen? Amen? How do you keep God in you? You must be keeping. In other words, if you're keeping the law, you have love. You're love keeping. And if God is love, then you're God keeping. So the person who wants the law and they're obeying the law, God is being kept in their heart. Yes. But I'll show you it. In your Bible have it. Your Bible have it. Let's read on again. This tells us that the law is law keeping. Now from the law comes law keeping, and this is loving, and loving is love keeping, or God keeping. Thus the law is really an expression of God or divinity. Amen. Are you listening to me, my dear brother? Yes. So again, this tells us that the law, from the law comes law keeping, and law keeping is loving, and loving is love keeping, or God keeping. Thus the law is really an expression of God or divinity. Because if it's God keeping, God who is spirit, would mean that the law keepers will have to be what? Will show that the law is also what? Spiritual, because God who is what? Spirit. So then you will have to be keeping what? Spiritual law. Do you get that clear, my dear brethren? Do you get that clear? Right? So, now since God is spirit, the Bible tells us God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship him how? In spirit and in truth. There's a reason why the Bible says in spirit and in truth, because God is spirit. To worship him in spirit is to worship him according to the spiritual law. And in truth, as we will see in a while, it is truth that reveals the spiritual law. So to worship God in spirit and in truth, that's what we have to do. Because God is spirit. And we know Romans 7:40 tells us, and we know that the law is spiritual. So God is spirit, and the law is what? Spiritual. Not because God reveals the law, but the law reveals God. Amen, brethren? Amen, brethren? And here's how Mrs. White put it. In the story of patriarchs and prophets. Here's how she put it. She said this. But give me the next shot here. Here's how Mrs. White put it. Patriarchs and prophets, page 33. Here's how she put it. She says this. She says God is love. His nature, his law is love. That's an actual quote from Patriarchs and Prophets, page 33. Hear what she says. She says, God is love. His nature, his law is love. It has ever been, it will ever be. End of quote. Did you see that? This is a case where Sister White gives a statement exactly as we teach. Right? And you don't have to just get it out. It's just plain. So we know God is love. His nature is love. His law is love. Now if God is love and his nature is love and the law is love, then it says the law must say something about his nature. Amen? 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 Because if God is love, his nature, which is his divinity, is love. Right? If God is love, his nature is love, the law of God is love, then the law must say something about his nature. Is that understood, my dear brethren? So, this would mean that if we were to find the law of God, we must look to see his nature in it. Is that understood? Next shot. Watch this. So, the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. What does it tell us? God is God. Is that understood, my dear brethren? If we are told, do not make any graven image, do not bow down to them, nor serve them, which is serving another God. It would mean that what? God is glory. What? I am Yahweh. That is my name. And my what? Glory will I not give to another. Is that my praise too? Graven images. Catch that? So it really was the second commandment that was being referred to in Isaiah 42:8, an attack on graven images. Right? So God is glory. Do not take God's name in vain. It means God's name is will for our existence. Amen, brethren? Amen. His name is will for our existence. Remember the Sabbath day. The seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy God. For in 6 days God was created. So it tells us God is what? Creator. We are actually seeing the spiritual law here from the law of works. We're looking at the nature of God defined. That's why this is absolutely important for us to understand what it means to love your fellow men. Amen. Because you love people with the love of God. Amen. Honor your father and your mother, children, that your days may be long. So honor your parents for long life. Tell us God is what? Life. Right? And that is called the first commandment with promise. Promise is long life. So that is telling us God is life. And then the other one that tells us, thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not kill, tells us God is what? Savior. The other one that tells us, thou shalt not commit what? Adultery, according to the Bible. Spiritual adultery is changing from God to other gods. That's why God says Israel had committed adultery. So to say thou shalt not commit adultery, God speaking about himself, he's saying he doesn't change from being God to other gods. So he's saying God is what? Eternal. The eternal one. And then thou shalt not steal. The Bible clearly tells you that God is able to give all good things to you through his grace. So that tells you that God is what? Grace. So you don't need to steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Tells us that God is what? Truth. And covetousness is seeking to gratify within. The opposite of covetousness is love revealed. And love revealed is called what? Righteousness. So thou shalt not covet tells us God is what? Righteousness. And all tells us God is love. True. You didn't hear that? All tells us that God is what? Love. So when you say the spiritual law, the law is spiritual, you're speaking about love. Amen? 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 For we know that the law is spiritual, and I am carnal, soul, and spirit. He's actually telling us that this is the spiritual law. So you have the deeds of the law showing us the spiritual law. Is that understood, my dear brethren? Is that understood? And that is the reason why, watch me, we have exercises here about this. When you are praying, what is in your mind? The average person has a bright throne and some white glowing figure sitting on it. That's mental idolatry. God never says, picture me that way. He that cometh to God must believe that God is. So when you're praying to God, interpret your own prayer with the word. Spiritual law. So if you're saying, please Father, deliver me, God is Savior. Amen? Father, I glorify you, God is glory. Father, you I trust as God. God is God. And I know that all that my needs you will give unto me. God is grace. Father, you have not changed. As you love me before, you love me now. God is eternal. That's what you're saying in your prayers. Say praise, glorifying God. So while you're praying, you're supposed to have in the back of your mind or in your subconscious mind the spiritual law. That is how you pray. That is real prayer. That is true prayer. That is genuine prayer. That's the prayer he hears. Amen, brother? Amen. It's a science. And it's right there in the Bible. Try it. Try it. You're not being told any fanciful theory. You're being told something that is true from the Bible and practical at the same time. That's what the word wisdom means. It is knowledge and practice put together. Amen, brother? Amen. Amen? Amen. Christ, the wisdom of God. Right? So, Mr. Martin, God is love, his nature is love, his law is love. Did you see that? So you have three things here. God, which is the same as his what? Nature, which is the same as what? Law, which is the same as what? Love. Amen? Right? And of course the spiritual law. Watch your next chart now. Watch this. So this tells us that the law is love. That's what Mrs. White tells us. She tells us that the law is Love. But before we understand that God is spirit, amen? And God is love, right? Then the law is love, then the law also includes what? The spiritual law. Which will be the what? The nature of God. Which will be God himself. Which is love. That's how come if you have the law, you have what? Love. Which is what? God himself. Yes, brother.
I was wondering if you have time, the previous chat, could you run it through with the All Father prayer?
Let's just go back quickly and let me just give you 2 examples. Let's give you 2 examples. You know why you pray. You know what you are praying for. Okay? Getting problems with some member of the family. You may be stealing things out in the house to sell. So you go and pray and ask God to stop it. When you look at the spiritual law, you know what you have to pray for there. Thou shalt not steal. God is what? Grace. So you are appealing to God through his grace. Amen? 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 So the person is stealing. But when they're stealing from you. And you, while you're interested in getting back your private property, you're also interested in stopping the person from the wrong. So you're appealing to God who is the Savior. Amen, brethren? And while you're appealing to God who is the Savior, you know the person has money or the coke as the ideal was God. So you pray to God who is God. But the thing that he's stealing is so affecting his mind that it is glory. You're appealing to God who is what? Glory. To influence his father mind. Let him see you higher than the coke. Let him see you higher than the money. You're actually saying God is what? Glory. So your prayer is according to the spiritual law. Is that understood? Every time you stand up there and you pray, just for respect and reverence before God, you wouldn't audibly interpret it. But if you stand up and you pray, we can audibly interpret which one of the spiritual law you have. Is that understood, my dear brother? Right? Okay? So if you want to know about the Lord's Prayer itself, right? Right? Our Father, which art where? Hallowed be thy name. So our Father which art in heaven, who are you addressing? Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. On the earth as it is in heaven. Right? Give us this day our daily bread. And deliver us from okay? You get the whole thing, okay? Right, so if you take the Lord's Prayer, if you take the real Lord's Prayer when Jesus prayed in John 17, it is even more revealing. Right? Right? So do you get that clear, my dear brother? And now you know one thing for sure. The next time you kneel down to pray, or the next time you open your voice to pray, you know what to do. Amen. You know how to pray. What do you say? Amen. You're going to pray the prayer of faith. Faith as the revealed truth reveals the divine nature. So if you're praying some revealed truth, you're revealing the divine nature. That's all what God wants to see, you know. Remember, we are his witnesses, saith Yahweh, whom he has called, whom he has chosen, that you may know that I am he. And beside me there was no God, before me, which is before my face, there was no God from neither after me. Right? I show, I tell, when there was no strange God among you. I am the one that tell you. Therefore you are my witnesses that I am God. Right, so in other words, all God wants us to do is to give the proper witness. But if you have covetousness for some wrong, and you're running for denying God, then you're not giving a witness. You have to give a witness. And that witness is important because that is what this controversy is all about. Lucifer claimed that he was God. And Lucifer has been trying to prove it with all this for the longest while. Gamble and I'll give you more money. I have what? Grace. I am Lucifer from the very Garden of Eden to now. I am what? He has plenty philosophy in all religions, so he is what? True. And he has his good works too, so he is what? Amen? Right? Right? So he, right? He has his own Sabbath too. So he is creator. That's the reason why the best representation of Lucifer as a creator is Solomon. The best representation of Lucifer as a creator is Solomon. Because the Sabbath shows Yahweh is the creator, he is taking what God created, he's creating it new. He's making a male become something other than a male. And he's making a female become something other than a female. And my God said a man shall leave his father and mother and cling to his wife. He is saying a man shall leave his father and mother and cling to his man. So he's a creator too. Okay? And from the time you endure your passions and you follow that passion, then it's not God, but Lucifer is will for you. Amen? And whatever you have in your mind that you're following, that's your graven image. That's your glory. Amen? And you're wrong. So you see, you have to understand this, my dear brother. This helps you interpret a lot of things about the issue of sin, of praying, and of what it is to glorify God. This is the reason why all children must be taught the spiritual law. When you teach them the spiritual law, it will bless them, it can make them sing it. You understand? God is God, God is glory, God is will. God is creator, God is life, God is savior. God is eternal, God is grace, God is truth. At the end of it, God is righteousness. Amen, brother? That's another way of singing spiritual law. Right? Which some of you will learn and sing, but I can't do that before. You know it?
Because I know it 2 years.
She know it 2 years now.
No, I know it too, but Sister Dan.
Oh, you know it? Okay, well, you get it from you.
The same song that you all sang on the radio.
You want to sing it now then?
Both of us.
Then she want me to go out there and sing it for her? Look, it's right here, so you can follow it. Sing it. Watch it here. On the radio, when they hear this on one of the voices, Sister Bell, and one of the voices, Sister Lisa. But before her, one of the voices was Sister Bell and Sister Kylie. On the radio program. So it was very their voice over here before. Go ahead. 3, 4.
God is God, God is glory, God is will, God is creator, God is life, God is savior, God is eternal, God is grace, God is true, God is righteousness.
Right? Okay, now quickly now, my dear friends, watch this now. Go to the next chapter. Alright, so the law is love, and that law is also the what? Spiritual law, which is the nature of God, which is God himself, which is love. Notice this, right, my dear brethren? Next chart, please. So the works or deeds of the law that are seen in the 10 Commandments is love in the sense that we fulfill them through faith. Alright? You have to repeat that again. The works or deeds of the law as seen in the 10 Commandments is love in the sense that fulfilling them through faith is love to man. Right? So thus the nature of God, so thus love is the nature of God, and is thus the same as the spiritual law. So when you say love, you say what? And that's what? And notice that if you're doing the deeds of the Lord, watch. The physical deeds of the Lord. Right? You can only do them through what? Faith. Amen, brethren? And when you do the works of the Lord through faith, that is love to man. Remember that, right? Because it's man's property, you're not stealing, amen? That is love to man. But when that is love to man, remember love is already what? The nature of God and the what? Spiritual love. Say you're fulfilling the spiritual love. Do you get that where I get that with? Right? Listen. One of the ways love is presented in the Bible is also God's act of loving man. God's act of loving man. For God so what? Loved the world. Is that understood? And now greater love had no man than a man laid on his life for his women. That's Christ, right? Right? So God, who is love, when loving man, is the same. Listen to me carefully. God, who is love, when he is loving man, is the same as love loving humanity. Because God is love. And this can only be God giving himself to man. Romans 5:5. Watch this now. Then we'll go back in the chart and we'll look at it a little more. Romans 5:5. Watch this. And hope maketh not what? Ashamed. Because what? The what? The love of God is what? Shed abroad where? In our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is what? Given to us. So we want to know one thing we know for sure. It's not a human thing you make up. It's the same love of God, but it is placed where? In your hearts. By the Holy Spirit. Amen? This is the reason why you have to understand. When you say, I love you, you're supposed to be saying, or you really mean, I love you with the love of God. Put in my heart by the Holy Spirit. That's what you're really saying. So we have, so God loves, okay? So if God is love, God loves is love, loving us. Right? Which is, so watch me, love, loving us. Which is what you just read in Romans 5:5. It is God or what? Love what? Give love. So God loves you by giving love. God loves you by giving himself. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. This is the true God and what? Eternal life. That's what the Bible tells you. So let's look at this again. Let's look at this again. Now I know some of you may find it that kind of a bit. A simple thing like love, and look at how much you can say about it. Right? Watch this. Yeah. So God is love. Amen? So when they say God loves, since God is love, God is love, God loves is when he loves what? Loving us. Amen? And according to Romans 5, it is God or love what? Giver. The love of God is shed abroad in our hearts. So God loves you with his love. So if God is loving you, God is loving you with himself.
Amen.
Amen, brethren?
Amen.
This clearly shows us this next point. Hebrews 8:10. Hebrews 8:10. Now you can understand Hebrews 8:10. Let's read. So this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord. I will put my law into their minds and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me what? People. How could the law be in your heart makes God God to you and you the people of God? Because God loves man, which is himself what? Given, which is his what? Nature, given, which is his spiritual law. Given. So if he put his law in your heart, it is the what? Spiritual law. Therefore it is himself. That's how you know have God as your God. And you are his people. Because it's his spiritual law that you put in your heart.
Amen.
Right? And remember Psalms tell us, in Psalm 37, the law of the Lord is in his heart, none of his steps shall what? Slide. It's an Old Testament teaching too. So are you seeing, now you see what we're looking at? We're looking at principles of love or love itself. Right? So what you're seeing here is God being given, which is God loving. God giving himself. Amen, brother? Right? Did you see that? Did you see that? Amen. So we will have to stop it. So one thing we saw, the nature of God is love. That is spiritual law. Now we see God loving is God giving himself. Is that understood? Amen. So God loving is love loving because God is love, love is God. Amen? It is God giving himself. And when God gives himself, since he is the spiritual law, you saw the principle of the spiritual law, God has given his law into your heart through the Holy Spirit. Imagine this, watch me. The Holy Spirit comes into your heart, the Bible says, and you say, Abba Father. Go back to the spiritual law. Let me show you something. Go back. Father, Son, because they can't really, right? Holy Spirit. Okay, so Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Watch. One divine nature. Holy spiritual law. One divine nature of the spiritual law. Spiritual law here. Father as a person, Son as the person of the Son, Holy Spirit as the person of the Holy Spirit. Now every father is a person in heaven. The Bible says Christ lifted up, John 17, Christ lifted up his head to heaven and says, Father. So he started praying to the Father. And then he says, I know you are in me. Then why are you lifting up your head to the heaven for if the Father in you? Because the one in heaven is the Father what? The person. But the Father as the divine nature, Father divine nature was in him. Yes. So he told Philip, if you see me, the Son is saved. If you see me, you see the what? Father. That is not the person of the Father, but the what? That's right. Divine nature. Did you see that? That's how your Bible says, a woman shall bring forth a son, and his name shall be called Isaiah chapter 9. A virgin shall bring forth a child, and his name shall be called, or what else? His name shall be called what? Everlasting Father. How is it called Jesus Everlasting Father when you say the Father is in heaven? You can only call it the Everlasting Father because of the divine Father nature. So when we say watch. When we say, Our Father which art in heaven, remember Christ was praying that way. You're not talking about the what? Person, you're speaking about what? Divine nature. That's what you're bringing. Amen, brethren? So the Father is supposed to be in you. That's why Christ says, I will dwell in you, and my Father will come and dwell in you.
Amen.
Did you see that?
Amen.
So, love. When God loves you, since God is love, love in us is love loving us. Love loving us is love giving love to us. Amen, brother? And since love gives love to us, that is love loving us. But the shocking thing about it is that when love loves us, in us, watch me, when when love loves us, in us, and I have scriptures that show you that, just as we don't say that here. So when love us, in us, love loving us, in us, is love in us loving our fellow men. So it's not you, it's God that's working there, in you. That's right. That's right. And this is the reason why you can only love your fellow man with love in you. What do you say? If you don't have the love of God in you, you cannot love your fellow man. You may have something nice, don't be proud about it. Because it ain't good at all. Usually each man or woman tries to give the impression they have something unique. What is unique? Unique thing that you have. I have it in a way you don't know. And they have some unique love they say. What is it? It's the same thing everybody has in the feelings. Some are more intense and some are more light. You understand? And what does the feelings do? Feelings are always what? Gratificative. Watch my actions. Gratificative. You know what gratificative means? It's in you and it's grabbing to get. So you're grabbing to get, you're telling the person, I love you. Every time you grab to get, you say, I love myself. That's what you should say. And then you take a guitar, and you put some words together, and you string it together, and a little beat, that touchy feeling, and you sing all your greatest love. But really and truly, just grabbing to you. What is unique about that? Nothing. Some just have it more stronger, some have it lesser. But without God there, it is not true love. What do you say? Because the love, God there, or love there, directs that. And keeps it in check. What do you say? And make it relate the right way. What do you say? And no man or no woman should love exploitation. In closing, no man or no woman should love exploitation. Because the older they can be young. No man or no woman should love exploitation. No man or no woman. Because this is not a gender thing. This is just sin with both genders. It's a sin with both genders. Male and female. And if you want to escape exploitation, now don't think it's so hard. It's not hard. You know why it is not hard? All you have to do is to have some truth in your mind. And if you have some truth in your mind, you have the divine nature there. What do you see? When you open your mouth, because human beings interact with their mouth more than with their bodies. They talk quite a lot. That's why you have so much talk radios, so much television. They talk quite a lot, but they don't do. But then even if you want to talk with your mouth, make sure it is backed with the divine nature. If a man or woman wants to hear something from you, and it is absent of the divine nature, probably because you're young, you figure there may be plenty things to explore in the passion. That's what happens to people who are young and sexually active as they're young. They figure there are plenty things to explore in the passion. But as they get older, you recognize it's the same old passion from day 1 to day 100. Same old passion. And that you always remember the passion is not from the person, but just in your body. So no matter how you feel, you're more feeling yourself. Exactly. So you figure, oh, I'm feeling this person. So, no, it's yourself you're feeling. Because the passion is in you, yourself. I'm not making anybody lose anything, huh? But some of you need to lose some things here. Amen, brethren? And understand this. The best thing you can do for somebody is to show them the nature of God. That's the reason why when two persons marry and they settle down in a house, it all boils down to relationship. They marry and they settle down in the house, it boils down to relationship. And if you disagree with something in the relationship, if you really check, you're not seeing the love of God. That's what it really boils down to. Say you're disappointed. Because bad relations doesn't show the love of God. Some people are afraid. They are afraid because nobody wants bad relations. Always remember, everything you do is given a light. It's given a hidden light. A light you don't see physically, but a light you deserve. That's what it is doing. It's given a light that you deserve. So if I watch you with my eyes crossed, it's given a light. You may not be able to tell you content when you say something wrong here. And then you see somebody rejoicing and they're smiling when they're supposed to be solemn. It's given a light. So the issue there is the knowledge you're giving. And in all relationships, the only pleasing knowledge is the nature of God. What do you see? Is that understood? They don't have to go through all that pain and suffering and disappointment to learn that when they settle down, it's the nature of God that comes in a relationship. Because if you don't see that, you get nothing. After a while, you get accustomed to the passion. The wife becomes like your sister. Your husband becomes like your brother. The stimulativeness disappears. The deep outward affection that you have that you could kill for the person goes underneath. All you have now is a relationship of talking and relating. What could you get out of that? The divine nature. If that isn't here, you're wasting your time. What do you think? Then you get bored, you get in trouble and all these sort of things. And then somebody without the love of God in them start to beat and abuse. And all sorts of unfaithfulness and trouble happen. This is the reason why it all boils down to divine love. Did I read it right there? Divine love? It all boils down to what?
Divine love.
Amen, brother? If you have no love, you have what? Nothing. Is that understood? Somebody comes and says, oh, this person treats me so nice in contrast to the other one. Why? They provide for me physically. Okay. That is a good thing to do. You're supposed to provide. But then you have the whole big house and bad treatment. But then if they provide for you, the best thing to provide is that hidden light.
Yes.
You didn't hear what I said? The best thing to provide is that jewel called the hidden light. And that hidden light is divine nature. Amen, brother? So that's the reason why when they're choosing somebody, be very careful. Make sure the person is spiritual, really dedicated to God. They will say there are few people like that here. There may be few people, but I can tell you one thing for sure. If you pray and ask God, He will make that person who is in the truth become like that. And if you work for it, it will become like that. But don't work for it and not study the Bible. Don't look for it to come magical. Let it come with your scriptures. What do you see? Is that understood? Once it comes in the scriptures, you have the reality. What do you see? Let not age fool you. Not because you're too young. And the passions are kicking. Figure that that is everything. Always remember, it doesn't last. Yes, my dear.
Grace and peace, bless our Lord.
Yes, my dear.
I just wanted to show just two things. Right? The first is taken from 1 John chapter 3 and verse 16. And what this will show is that love is the plan of salvation. There's a reason why I show it.
Okay, let's go on.
1 John chapter 3:16 it says, hereby perceive we the love of God, because He laid down His life for us, and we also ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. So we see therefore that love is the plan of salvation. Right? But also with the plan of salvation, when you're considering sanctification, we must also consider how we view correction. Right? But correction, when it comes, is always to be viewed in the light of love. Right? And I'll bring me to two scriptures. The first one is seen in Hebrews chapter 12. And I read the latter part of verse 5 and verse 6 and 7. It says, My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth, through justification by faith that is. And he says, if you endure chastening, God dealeth with you as sons. So the attitude towards receiving correction will determine whether you are a child of God or otherwise, as likewise is stated. For what son is he whom he chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. And the last scripture I'll read is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 40, which says, He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. So likewise, when we consider correction being given and is the converted man that loves, as we saw in the study earlier, then the correction which is coming toward us, so that, right, amen. Right, the correction that cometh from the person is not really the agent, but it is from God himself. And if you receive the person who is giving the correction, you receive it God who is love. So to not receive the person and consider, no, this person I have so much things, especially when we consider the counsels of the elder, particularly as well. When you think about it, and people have varying differences or opinions in their mind toward the elder, and they receive it not him, they receive it not Christ, which is to receive not God who is love. So it's not the agent, but it's God who is delivering the message, as likewise this study was given by God. So amen and praise the Lord.
Right, sisters, touch scripture. I think let me just quickly touch this here. Quickly, right? This here shows us the ways of love. When the Bible says love is kind, love is this, love is that. Those things are really the way love is seen. So those are the ways or the graces of love. So love is seen in the ways of love, or the graces of love. Long suffering, patience. Love is kind, kindness. Right? Right? It's not selfish. That means it is what? Selfless and so on, right? And it is also justice. So these ways show love. So those are the ways of love. Because love is God, right, my dear brethren? So when it says, love is kind, love is patient and so on, those are really the ways that show love. But there is also other ways that show love in a sinful world. And that comes in the next chapter, which takes us to go to the next chapter. This is where your text fits in. Alright, this is called the ways or graces of love in a sinful world. The Bible says if you love your child, you have to do what? Punish them. That is what you read here in Hebrews. So the ways of love in a sinful world will include what? Punishment, include what? Chastisement will include what? Rebuke. Right? Open rebuke is better than whom the Lord loves, he rebuke and he chasten. And if you love your child, the Bible says to do what? Punish them. So all those are the ways of love. So somebody come and say, oh no, that is not love. It is the ways or graces of love in a sinful world. And therefore it is necessary. What do you say, my dear brother? This is the reason why some men go out and let Israel go through so much punishment. And yet show them that he's love. So those are the ways of love in a sinful world. And that's how they fit in. Is that understood, my dear brother? Okay? So please remember that, right? All this is what we have to touch about. Let me just look at the next chart quickly here. We'll go through this next time here, right? Watch this. The Bible speaks about the truth of the gospel. Is that understood, right? And in Philippians, it speaks about the faith of the gospel. So the truth of the gospel is identified as the what? The faith of the gospel. The truth of the gospel or the faith of the gospel causes what? The deeds of the law. Amen? Because faith without works is dead. And the deeds of the law is loving your fellow man. But here is the shocking thing. The Bible says love in deed and in truth. When you love a person in deeds, love must be seen in them. Is that understood? When you love a person in what? Deeds, love must be seen in them. Because many people do good deeds and figure they are loving. But if you're doing good deeds and it is true love, then love must be seen where? In them. Therefore it must come from the what? Truth of the gospel or the faith of the gospel. Is that understood, my dear brother? These are the principles of loving. So it's not just give me food when I beg for it. If I will put it another way, let your light what? So shine before men that they may what? Interpret your good words. That they may what? Interpret your good words and so be able to do what? Glorify your Father which is in heaven. So you're doing the works? Right? You're doing the works? You have to let your light shine to give the works an interpretation. Because if you're doing all the works and the light is not shining, that a person can interpret the works to glorify God, you're wasting your time. But you see, it's in the light that love is. Because the Bible tells us love, right, must be shown to people. And the Bible tells us love is righteousness. And it is truth that shows forth righteousness. So if you have the truth, you're doing good works, let the light shine, that a person can be able to interpret the good works, and so be able to see the love of God and glorify your Father which is where? In heaven, right? So all of this is what we have to touch. Right? Okay? And finally, what does it mean for us to love God? Because man loving, just go back a bit here. Watch this chart. Go back. You see, converted man loving is identified in the Bible in two ways. As love what? To God and love to what? Man. That's how the Bible identifies converted man loving, love to God. You love man with the love of God. How do you love God? How do you love God? You see, that's the pure essence of everything. How you love God. You can only love God by doing what God wants you to do about Him. If God says, here I am, this is how I want you to view me, and this is what I want you to do with me. You can only love God by doing what God wants you to do with Him. That's where this whole study ends. Go to the last chapter. I tell you. Alright, sorry, please.
Go ahead.
Go to the last chapter. I'll tell you what to do. Alright, go back up.
No, love thy neighbor.
Go to the other. Alright. This one shows us love thy neighbor as guys. You love the person with the love of God. Which is loving God and keeping His commandments. Which is called fulfilling the law. Again, you love your neighbor as yourself, which is loving Him with the love of God, which is what? Loving God and keeping His what? Commandments. Which is what? Fulfilling the law. So if you are to love your neighbor, it must be with the what? Love of God. Next chapter. Right? So we have the love of God is the same as the what? Which is the what? Righteousness of God, which is seen from the what? Get that clear, right? Next step. Quickly. So when you have to say love in deed and in truth, love in truth is loving with the love of God in the truth. Amen. You have to love in the truth. You're preaching the truth. You're loving them with the love of God in the truth. That means the righteousness of God is in the truth or the faith of the gospel. And you're sharing that to them. So you're loving them with the truth, you're loving them with love in the truth. Next one. So, this one will tell us that God loving man, his love is revealed where? In man. This is man loving man with the what? Love of God. There's scriptures that shows that. So God loving man, this is love revealed in man, and this is man therefore loving his fellow man with the love of God. Next one. Right? So loving God, this is the final chapter. Right? Loving God is therefore revealing what? The love of God. Once you're revealing the love of God, you are exalting God to be love. But if you say God is love, is there any love anywhere else? No. There's only one. One love. Somebody sing one love. You didn't even know what they were singing. Right. The one who smoked so much weed until he dropped off all his grass. And kill him with cancer. Terrible cancer. By the way, some people think, oh, these fellas in the manufacturer, he loved chickens. I hear him say it myself when I saw him. Getting cancer from the chicken. They are young. Only marijuana. The chicken fears the immune system. So don't let anybody feel fully until they're drinking marijuana. That interferes with the immune system. Amen? Once it weakens the immune system, there's a lot of bacteria and so on that can kill you. And a lot of cancers multiply fast. So watch me now. Loving God is revealing the love of God, which is exalting God to be loved. If you are saying God is love, since there is only one love, then you're saying God is God one. That's what it boils down. It always boils down to that. So whoever showed that God is God one alone, you're showing that God is that one love. Amen, brother? Amen? And that's why you were born. Every single child that we have here, you were born to show that there is one love. And that one love is God. That's what you were born to show. You can only show that from the scripture. And this is the reason why I thank God we have this Bible here. Now in closing, I know I just quickly went through these things here. You see this book you have? It's a most important book. When God had this book produced, every line that was revealed had a part to play in the closing scenes of this earth's history. And it had for billions of people. So one book in the hands of billions of people, each could get revelation from wherever. And it'd be a great thing. That's why when you have your Bible, you must use your Bible. What do you say? Amen. Amen? Should I beg you? Do I have to beg you? Could I ask you what did you study yesterday? Could I ask you if you opened your Bible yesterday?
Yes.
I can watch from here, but are you watching me? Okay? So, my dear brethren, in closing, if you have learned anything from this study, what can you sum up and say you have learned? If you have learned anything in this study, you could at least have learned that the greatest thing is love. And that everything you do, every love you love, it must be the love, it must be with the love of God. And love is not God has love. Love is God what? Yes, love. Amen? His nature is love. That's why since God is love, the Bible can say love is God. Amen. I have heard Adventists tell me, no. God is love. Love is not God. What do you mean? They say God is love and more. Ask them, define me more. Everything they say is still love. So it's a silly argument. It means that they are not thinking. If God is love, then love what? Is God. What the Muslims say is that God has love, but God is not love. They say love is just an attribute he has. And they say you as a Muslim can have the attribute of love. You see? So the kindness of the scripture tells us, no. Love is not an attribute. Love is God himself. And if you have God, you have love. Amen, brethren? So if we can close off here, we can close off here with this one thing. The highest is love. And that is God, because God is the highest. Amen. One last thing. What did he tell Israel?
Israel.
No, wait. No, not that God. In Jeremiah, what did he tell Israel? I quote, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Now, if love is something that he has, why does he call it everlasting? He called the love everlasting because he is what? Everlasting. So the everlasting love he loves us is himself. You get that? You catch that one? I have loved you with an everlasting love. The everlasting love is God who is everlasting. That's why I say God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Love, giving. And that's why the Bible says that is the true God and eternal life. God loves us by giving love. Amen, brother? So may God add his blessings to you that you may have love. Yes, Lord.
Shocking us. Ephesians, we have to put it every day. Ephesians chapter 2, 4. But God, who is rich in mercy, for his great love, wherewith he loved us. Right? That's God's love.
Verse 1 is love. With his great love, he loved us.
Right. And God is love. I have a quotation for what is quickly, right?
Yes.
Love is the highest being. Love for God is the highest devotion. Love to our fellow men is the highest service. Without love, we are nothing. For it is love that is the meaning of our existence and define how we should live. A conscience of love makes us full of sympathy for those who have not loved and make us livable with our fellow men. We have love only when we are given love by He who is love himself. Quotation, Brother Madini. What is your need of?
So we will continue the discussion on love another time and we'll take it from another line. We'll talk about the same thing. Let us go ahead and let us go. Gracious loving Father, we thank you for your great love towards us. We thank you for this majestic love, which is the highest thing, which is what you are, which is you giving yourself to us, loving us with your love. Which when we have your love, we love our fellow men with your love. Loving Father, whatever affections we have must be tied into this. Because this love is what makes us pure in our motives and in our actions, and that gives them value. We ask you for this. And we know in your great love, you have given us, in the plan of salvation, your love. And that we are able, when we repent and believe and are justified, to receive this love and to live this love. So we thank you, Father. We glorify your name. We testify that thou art God alone. And may we abide in these truths of the plan of salvation through Jesus Christ our Savior. Amen. Amen.